Welcome back. Around 100 migrants are feared to have drowned off the coast of Libya. A Coast Guard official says only 14 survivors were rescued after the vessel got into trouble in waters to the east of the capital, Tripoli. Many migrants from Africa and elsewhere set out from Libya in dangerously overcrowded boats as they attempt to reach Europe. The latest drownings come as EU leaders agree to set up secure centers for migrants in EU states to process asylum claims. They also agreed on an ambitious partnership with Africa, offering incentives to North African countries to host facilities where migrants can be assessed for resettlement in Europe. However, getting North African countries to host such centers could be very difficult, as Morocco has already rejected the idea. A Somali poultry farm based in Mogadishu produces over 18,000 eggs a day from its flock of 25,000 chickens, making it one of the major suppliers of poultry products in the city. The firm was started in 2014 by Bashir Ahmed to meet demand for chicken, meat and eggs. Somalia is working to rebuild after years of conflict, with some businesses thriving despite security challenges seen in the country.
The Somali poultry farm, based in Somalia's capital, Mogadishu, is one of a few businesses in the city that produce chicken, meat and eggs to meet demand for poultry products on the local market. The farm was started in 2014 with 5,000 layers on a rented piece of land. Today, the company has grown to keep 25,000 chickens, which lay about 18,000 eggs every day.
The demand for chicken meat and eggs is growing, and it is a popular diet for residents in the city. My customers are beginning to get used to the habit of eating eggs and chicken. We are telling them that it is good for their health and that it can be produced locally.
Ali says he saw an opportunity for the business after realizing that there was a huge untapped market in Somalia. Despite the poor infrastructure, fragile security situation, and the preference for red meat by most Somalis, Ahmed was determined to grow his farm. The business has invested in technology and modern equipment. An automated feeding machine, egg collection and manure removal equipment are some of the features fitted to ensure efficiency.
Orders from our clients have been steadily increasing. Previously, it was a challenge for the city residents to get chicken meat and eggs. Imported chicken meat and eggs do not satisfy the demand of the market.
Somalia suffered over 2 decades of war and continues to battle an insurgency by Al-Qaeda-affiliated Al-Shabaab militants. With the intervention of the African Union peacekeepers 11 years ago, the AU force has clawed back control of most of Somalia's main towns and improved security, an environment which has supported growth of various sectors. Ali plans to increase his flock to 100,000 chickens by the end of 2019.
We have achieved some success, and we aspire to reach the rest of the country and meet demand in other regions and eventually export to neighboring countries.
Somalia is slowly working to rebuild. Amid the chaos, analysts say some businesses have thrived, including money transfer and mobile phone firms.
In southern France, a Casablanca-based dance group, Dancer Casa, are getting ready to present their routines at a dance festival. Dancer Casa is made up of dancers from Morocco and Congo-Brazzaville who will come together to create a dynamic hip-hop dance troupe. The dance event brings together choreographers and dancers from around the world to showcase their creations.
This year, the Morocco-based dancers will get a chance to perform their hip-hop act for audiences at the annual festival in southern France. The group was formed about a year ago in Casablanca under a project that set out to create a dance troupe in Morocco. Stella Keys, who's from Congo-Brazzaville, is one of 8 dancers who were selected from about 200 people who auditioned for the show.
I don't think it's that difficult. It's all a matter of choosing where you dance. In choosing Morocco, it's true that I wasn't aware of the possibility of meeting the choreographers, but I knew that in Morocco, at least I'd have the chance of dancing on the big stage. Because where you go back to where I come from, it's a bit difficult. The conditions aren't the same as they are here. You just have to choose the right spot. I think it's possible for people from sub-Saharan Africa to become a part of a big theatre movement and even appear on large stages.
Under the project, the dancers have learned to coordinate their moves with one another, rather than just dancing spontaneously on their own. They've also adapted to wearing costumes as they tell stories through dance.
I used to practice breakdance and acrobatics and gymnastics as well as capoeira. In fact, I was the Moroccan champion of parkour and free running in the 2012 Acrobatic Championship. And now I am part of Danza Casa.
After performing at the Montpellier Dance Festival, the group will tour Europe and the Middle East. Stella, who previously had a year's contract dancing in Russia, plans to go back home in future and share ideas with other dancers in Congo-Brazzaville.
Of course, that is the aim. That is my greatest dream, to bring dance alive in my country and to find a place for others through dance. And once I gain lots of experience in dance and theatre, I'd like to go back home and open a huge dance studio and help dancers live out their dreams just as I'm living mine now.
This year's Montpellier Dance Festival ends on July the 7th and will feature dancers from Germany, Canada and Brazil, among other countries, performing in about 47 shows during the two-week event.
And that's it on Network Africa. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Temito Kwefagui.